Now we're live. Okay, this Decepticast Volume 3. Of course, this is Thundercracker with my esteemed Decepticon guest, Scrapper.
Hello.
And
Again.
Pyrostrata.
What's up?
Alright, so today we thought that we would do our normal, misguided, unscripted ranting about various shit, and we're going to start with the teasers and or trailers for the Combiner Wars cartoon that's supposed to be coming up on YouTube, or like there's another thing that's going to come out like Goblin Butt or something.
Go 90 or something?
Yeah, Goblin Butt, Go 90, same.
Goblin Butt about apropos.
Alright, so yes, it's going to come out on YouTube and or some mysterious other medium. Anyway, they released 3 trailers thus far. One about Starscream, one about Megatron versus Optimus Prime, and one about Victorian. So I figure we can go through them one by one and get our thoughts. So we'll start with the Optimus Prime versus Megatron one, go.
Well, it's really not a trailer per se. It's more of like a action comic kind of. It gives you an insight into the voice acting more than anything. Not happy with it.
What did you think? They're Scrappy Dappy Doo?
I don't know where to begin. Thanks for that.
No problem. Start at the beginning there, buddy. It could be worse. You could be Tang Magnus or Space Nipple.
That's very true. I don't know how to feel about it. It was, at best.
Okay.
Voices are okay, but I'm not really a fan of the style.
Yeah, see, I'm just going to assume you're down there, but for me, it seemed like, I don't know, like the shittiest animation in the world, and I don't know if it was just because it was a preview that they did it like that, just like, because it looked like on Family Guy one time, they're like, hey, we're going to cut our animation budget, and like Peter comes like walking out, and it's pretty obvious that he's like being animated at like 1 frame per 3 seconds. It looked kind of like that kind of shitty animation. I'm not sure if that was done intentionally, and that's just like for the preview.
I hope it's for the preview, because if that's the way, that's the way the series is going to be, I'm probably not going to watch it.
Because it was pretty bad. So so that's the first one, and my thoughts on the voices were, they were okay. It's just Optimus Prime had his standard like, oh, this is going to be epic, epicness. I don't understand why like everything he has to do, like I'm going to go and take a shit. Has to be like this heroic King Arthur Camelot style narration, but okay. Alright, so maybe I have a Prime monkey on my back. But anyway, number 2 was the Victorion one. Pyrostrata, go.
Oh my goodness. Well, first off, I cannot stand the character at all. When I saw the first trailer, my comment was, please, God, leave Victorion out. We do not need Tumblertron. It's as if they heard me and flipped me the middle finger and put together that. It was in the same motion comic style with the worst speechifying I have heard since Anime Formers. It was so bad. It fit though, because character bad, oration bad, overall bad.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as a negative.
A big, fat one.
Alright, so, Crapadelia?
Pretty much same thing she said.
Okay.
Horrible. Can't stand the character.
All right, now here's the thing. I don't know shit about the character because I didn't bother reading comics. I just
Me neither.
Looked kind of like knew the general gist of what was going on. I was like, wow, that's really, 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 really dumb. And it seemed like they were just like writing on these tangents just for the sake of writing on these tangents, which is why like I make like those weird like absurdities on my page, like, hey, now he's this and that, because to me it just seems like they're doing it just for the sake of doing it. And honestly, when I saw the Victorion one, what I thought was cheap knockoff feminist Voltron.
Pretty much.
Bingo! Exactly!
Because like she's like, in a time when we're in a time of peace, now they need a new champion.
and combiners are the, what would she say? They're the unification or something.
Yeah, they're like the quintessence of the theory of unification, and why not have a combiner for a leader?
Because you know how combiners are.
Yeah, they kind of like don't have individual personalities. They have kind of an amalgam.
They don't.
Well, you can't take the traditional idea of gestalts into play here because it is completely different. I've read the comics. Well, I slogged through them with much retching, and I nearly lost my high grade in the process. The whole idea of bringing in some sort of magic.
Yeah, she did mention magic too, didn't she?
Yeah, the Camion combiners are some sort of magical thing that is
what?
from
Whoa. What combiners?
the Camion combiners.
What the fuck is a Camion combiner? Is it like a lizard combiner?
The individuals are not Cybertronian.
Oh, so they come from planet Camion or something?
They are from, I believe it's pronounced Camion.
Oh my god, I was just making fun of it. That's what it really is called?
Yes, it's a colony formed when the residents of Cybertron fled in the face of the beginning of the war, and they started this colony on another planet, and yeah, it's very mystical, and they hold, Primus as some sort of mystical, godlike creature, and they have no basis of fact like Cybertronians do regarding Primus, and it's all, Harry Potter, sparkle farkle type mystical rubbish.
You know what it sounds like to me?
Hippies. Oh, tell us.
Hippies. It sounds like hippie. It sounds like it's a hippie commune, and they got this shitty hippie gestalt. And even like with his, the combining is like a bunch of like collectivist bullshit.
Well, that goes into the fact of how Victorion came to even be. She was a a quote, fan-made, end quote, character, which is a bold-faced lie. Nobody voted for this. Yeah, it's appeasement of the Tumblr babies.
Hey, you want to hear a kind of related story to that? Okay. At the Seeker Academy, right? They wanted to have like a song for our graduation, and they put 4 songs down, and I forget what the fuck the songs were, right? But one of the songs was "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday" by the Boys 20 guys. You know what I'm talking about? That song?
I was too Vorn behind you at the Academy. I don't know.
Anyway, long story short is, nobody fucking voted for that song, yet it somehow won. Is what I'm getting at. And so, like, don't even, like, put out the auspices of a democracy if you're just gonna, like, willy-nilly pick shit.
Well,
Same thing with the Victorion thing. Don't even say it's a fan choice if it's not really a fan choice, is what I'm getting at.
maybe they did put it out, but it maybe only have been on Tumblr or maybe Twitter where they did it, because that's where the authors do most of their orification. But I don't know anyone that voted for her, and I know a lot of people.
All right. So, long story short, Victorion preview sucked. Did not vote in good favor for Combiner Wars. Next up, we have the Starscream version. I'll go ahead and give my thoughts on this preview first. Is when I first heard it, I was like, why the fuck do they have this like weird somber guitar going on in the background while he's flying around? And it reminded me of that scene in Top Gun where he's riding like the crotch rocket with the sun going down behind him, and it's like, what is this? And Starscream's like all pontificating about how, hey, I thought, I never thought I'd be a leader, but now I'm a leader. And what he means by leader is I'm a token member of this council. What the fuck is that shit? And yeah, exactly. He's not really the leader. So, like, for some reason, if he has no power and he's behind the #1 guy, then he's super ambitious and he wants to take over all the time. But if he has, like, a modicum of power in a council, somehow that satisfies his ambition. That makes zero sense to me. And, finally, that voice sucks for Starscream. I'm sorry, whoever did that voice was an obvious bad Lotta impersonation, and I'm not a fan. So, Scrappy, what did you think?
That was the first thing I noticed too. Is I didn't like the voice. I'm like, what's with the voice? It does not sound like him at all.
Any other thoughts there, Scrapalicious?
Too much talking.
Yeah, emo Starscream is not my thing. Pyro?
Well, I've read the comic, and that is so Combiner Wars IDW Starscream that it's painful. He's been stripped of all of his ambition, all of his strength, all of his cunning, all of his power, and we're left with the whiny, introspective, wobbling,
bitch,
oscillating. Well, yeah. He reminds me a lot of third season Rodimus Prime. Very unsure of himself, very whiny, very easily kowtowed. That is not Starscream.
We have some viewers here, so we're not going back down to 1. But at one point we had 3. So if anybody's got any questions, you can go to the link there and type them in. We will answer them for you in due time. But anyway, you go ahead.
Absolutely.
You were saying, now we got 3 again. You were saying about Starscream.
It's not a powerful. It is not the powerful air commander that we all know and hate. I mean, love.
Right, but I mean, this is the same people that made Megatron into an Autobot and put Prowls ahead. So.
Kind of. The comic books were written by Barber, not Roberts. So it's a little bit different. I don't like Barber's writing to begin with. He's boring. Even his action scenes in his comics would rival C-SPAN as far as the boredom factor.
C-SPAN, Congress in general really needs to go back to like having duels on the Congress floor.
Throwing shoes at each other.
Right, that was when it was entertaining to watch. Okay, so 3 different previews and none of them really promising. So here's the thing: is I guarantee you all 3 of us will go and watch the series.
And the thing about the third one that's different from the other 2 is it's actually in the animation CGI style that the show is supposed to be in.
Oh, right, but I mean, all they really showed was Starscream transforming, and then he, like, flew for a while. That can't be that hard to animate. Right?
Yeah.
Seeing his feet at the bottom sticking out bugged me too.
Well, that's the toy.
I know.
But what?
It's
the thrusters?
it's done. They released today. I don't know if any of you guys have seen them. They released today 3D rendering designs for Starscream. I'm sure our viewers have seen it. It's all over the place.
Put it up now.
But yeah, they took the toy IDW leader class Starscream and kind of tweaked it a little bit for animation sense.
Oh, it's from the leader class. Then that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's based on the toys.
Crapper, did you just clone yourself there for a second? Well, I'm definitely hearing echoes. Wait, maybe it's me.
Maybe.
Okay, is it better? No. Somebody's got their volume up too high, maybe, I think.
Well, I was muted, so it wasn't me.
Okay. All right, so moving on. So that's 3 votes. We're actually 9 votes, all of them bad for all the previous. So moving on to our next topic. Things about Transformers that are not necessarily canon that really piss us off. And we could just go roundabout here and everybody just name one. Or 2, or 4. My number 1 is this Kabuki chick that they got going on with like the fan blade things in her wings. And it's not even so much that character per se, but it's the big stupid anime sword she has. I hate those fucking things. I'm sorry, but if you have a sword that is longer than your body, there is no way that it can possibly be wielded effectively. I don't care what it weighs. I don't care where the fucking center of balance is. There's just no way you can wield one of those retarded anime. I'm sorry to use that as pejorative, but it's what it is. One of those idiotic anime swords effectively. It's stupid. So that's mine. Big dumb sword.
That one character from Final Fantasy who's got that really huge sword.
Exactly right. Yeah, I think that might have been where it started. Anyway, what name something you don't like? Scrap.
Drift.
Well, why don't you like Drift?
Mr. Ninja Wannabe.
That's true. He is a ninja wannabe. And I honestly don't like his name because every time
I found retribution and I've become an Autobot.
Right. It's one of those redeemed characters that they way the fuck over to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call him Fanon.
Yeah, he's kind of like regular canon.
But
and then he promptly got jettisoned off the Lost Light, if I recall.
I don't even know what that is, Lost Light. So, okay, so Drift, and see what I don't like him also because every time I think about it, I think it's like Fast and Furious. Pyro, go.
Wow, where to start? I think probably my least favorite thing that's more fanon than canon. Fanon meaning stuff that's been made up by the fans over the years. Is the idea of overhumanizing us Cybertronians.
Oh my God, yes.
We do not breed. We do not have babies. We do not have sparklings, as the kids like to call them. We do not spark bond. And this has become canon, thank you, James Roberts. We do not spark bond. It doesn't happen.
You know, in a microcosm of that, even in the comic books, I've looked around, and you can see where Cybertronians have teeth, and they have tongues. I'm like, what is that?
Your character is not in love with Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is not going to have your sparklings.
Yeah, and I've seen like I'm the daughter of Megatron. No.
Yeah, all that shit. No, that doesn't happen that way. No.
You're some weird rabid fangirl for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And the saddest thing of all is that these ideas that have been born from 14-year-olds scribbling in crayon on fanfiction.net for their squealing little crowd of other 14-year-old bubblegum princesses have now become canon in the comics. And to quote a euphemism that you started, Thundercracker, it makes me want to throw things into the sun.
Yeah, me too. But another thing about those fan fiction sites, is there anything on those fan fiction sites ever that's not a work in progress? Every single article I've ever seen on those have always have WIP tag on them.
I've seen a few.
And if it's not done, don't fucking publish it.
But I just don't like the over-humanization of Cybertronians. I understand that the works are written by humans, but they have to get into the mindset that they're not dealing with meat bags.
Yeah, see,
We
I
meat bags. We don't.
Go ahead.
We don't breed. We don't cry. We don't have the sexual intercourse thing that they just love.
I was just going to bring that topic. Transformers slash.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
I look through a bunch of picture sites all the time, and trust me, I've seen some shit that I'll never be able to unsee.
This is why you should never.
DeviantArt?
Yes. DeviantArt, Pinterest, all of them. Tumblr.
Tumblr is the worst. But yeah, I see a lot of them in Google image searches too.
Yeah, even there.
Yes.
Even with the safeties on, I see that.
Yeah, you want to hear something? Speaking of the safeties on Google, right? Totally off topic, but it's related. It's like, one time I was at work, Autobot Security Force headquarters before the war. I was on the internet and I decided to look up the word mobster. Mobster, like Al Capone. You know what I'm talking about? Al Capone, Tony Soprano, that type of mobster, right?
You were good, kid. Real good. As long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Yeah, exactly. That type of one. Yeah, see? That type of monster, right? So, anyway, somebody in the top 20 choices for mobster, the picture was a flesh bag woman with a lobster in an orifice that I don't even want to describe. Like, what? And I was at work when I did this. I'm like, what the hell? So somebody had walked by when I was looking that up. They're like, what are you doing, you deviant?
What?
Yeah, and all I wanted to look at was, like, dudes in pinstripe suits with Tommy guns.
What is wrong with humans? What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, no idea. All right. So we all have our things we don't like about various transforms. So anyway, I have a short list of that guy isms that I'd like to go over here. So nobody knowing if there are any objections.
Oh, go for it.
Go for it.
All right. So number one, commenting the name of the character under the character's picture. Now, this might shock you, but people that are running a Transformers page and have been nerds their whole life and been around Transformers, G.I. Joe, other 80s cartoons for decades, probably know that picture of Wheeljack is in fact Wheeljack. There's no reason to comment under the picture of Wheeljack, because
speaking of which,
everybody fucking knows. Yes.
I posted my picture of my custom car that obviously is a homage to Wheeljack, and of course somebody posts Wheeljack.
Exactly.
No, as you cannot tell.
That's what I'm getting at.
Because you obviously cannot tell from my license plate that it says Wheeljack.
So yeah, that's one of my main that guy pet peeves, right? This is another one. Pointing out what you think is missing from a list or group picture. Now, here's the thing. There is no art in the history of the internet that had a group of anything where somebody didn't think there was something missing from it. Now, when you say that, when you say there's a picture of 1980s cartoon villains, when you go on there and say, hey, where's Cobra Commander, it doesn't magically reverse time and cause the artist to paint in Cobra Commander. What it does is annoy the fuck out of everybody who's trying to look at the picture and enjoy it because it's a picture of fucking 80s villains. So please, for the love of everything that's good and holy, stop it. Okay, so that's number 2. All right, number 3, pointing out some tiny flaw in some art. Okay? Now, I understand, you're able to critique art, and you can do whatever the hell you want. In fact, you can do any of these all day long if you want, but I'm going to be free to, give you the red for it. But anyway, like, for instance, I'll give you a for instance. I posted a picture the other day of somebody's real-life Ratchet that they had made, right? And two different people said, well, they're using the wrong type of van. I'm like, are you fucking serious? What does your real-life Ratchet look like? Because this looks way better than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there was probably some asshole when Michelangelo was painting the Sistine Chapel that walked underneath him and said, hey, that guy's cloak's supposed to be red, not blue, you idiot. But anyway, just another one of my pet peeves. Okay. Another one. Laboriously explaining the joke. Okay? Now, if I put up a picture of, say, Devastator, and I say on the picture, prepare for extermination, right? There is no reason to comment under the picture, that's what he said in the movie. Because everybody knows that. So you're not going to get like, oh, wow, look how smart that guy is. He knew that I was talking about the movie. Okay. That's just another pet peeve. And another one, the never-ending debates. The Skyfire Jetfire debate, I hate it. I'll stab everybody. The Rumble Frenzy debate, I hate it. I'll murder you all and put you all in holes. The who became Scourge and who became Cyclonus debate, I will fucking throw this planet into the sun. Sorry, it's just a pointless waste of time. Stop it. Enough with the debates. Alright. And finally, being mad that somebody had an opinion. Okay? And the most recent instance I can point out of this is the Ghostbusters movie thing. Anybody who said, hey, I think the Ghostbusters movie looks like shit, either got, well, you're a misogynist, or you have to give something a chance. No, I don't. See, here's my thing. Dog shit, it might taste like pumpkin pie. It might be like, some ambrosia formula that just tastes great and I'd love to eat it all the time. But I'm never going to try it because it looks like dog shit and it smells like dog shit, so I'm not going to try it. And in that same vein, that movie looks like shit, and I've heard it's got tons of shitty reviews, so I'm never going to watch it, let alone spend $13 to buy a movie ticket to watch it. So anyway, those are some of my that guy-isms that I can't really stand.
You're not the only one that's going to not spend $13 to go see that movie.
I know Pyro's going to take a bunch of orphans to watch it.
Excuse me?
I just heard that there was like this big thing where Pyro was going to take a whole class full of orphans to go out and watch the Ghostbusters movie.
And then promptly burn the theater to the ground.
Well, I heard they were going to burn their bras against the patriarchy.
If you were not my brother, I would kill you.
All right, so I think those are our 3 topics. Did anybody else have any other topics to talk about?
I'm pretty tapped out as far as topics are concerned.
Crappy do?
Let's figure out who's under that mask.
Zing! This guy gets it. All right, so anyway, yeah, that it appears that we've kind of ran our course here. I think the 1 to 2 to 3 viewers that have creepily just kind of sat there and watched without, any commentary. So thanks for that.
Ruh-roh.
And as always, Decepticons forever.